Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are watching from. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kayuri. I'm basically from India. I was working as a pharmacist and I started this business 2 years back. Currently, I'm living in the UK with my family, and today we have our amazing guest from the India. She's Kavya. Hi Kavya, thank you for accepting my invitation to go live on my page.
Hi, Kavi. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Okay, so we would be discussing about the business, and I have few questions for you. So could you
Okay.
please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Kavya Nelson. I'm a software engineer by profession, and currently I'm doing this business full time. I'm basically from India, the southern part of India, Karnataka, and I started this business when I was an immigrant in Germany in 2019. So it's been close to 5 years now in the business for me, and it's going great. Current now, I've come back to India. I'm not an immigrant anymore. I've come back to India. I'm living close to my parents, and I'm doing this business full time now.
Oh, that's amazing. So it's been 5 years for you. It's a great journey and it's a long time.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great journey.
How are you finding it being an immigrant and now being an digital entrepreneur?
It feels great. The main goal for me when I started this business was to come back to India. Okay, like both my husband and I, we don't like being immigrants, but we
Mm-hmm.
had to go because we wanted that income extra income that we get when we go abroad. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why we went, and this business has been a blessing for me. We were able to, and both my husband and I both have quit our jobs, and we are doing this business full time now. So
Oh,
it's a
that's
great
amazing.
feeling to be my own boss.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so my next question is what motivated you to start this business? I know you already explained it.
No, the main thing, main motivation for me was financial independence. Like I said, I'm a software engineer by profession. I've worked at Infosys, one of the multinational companies in India, for like 5 years as a senior software engineer. But then, when my husband got a job in Germany, I had to quit my job here in India and
Okay.
move to Germany with him. So
Mm-hmm.
I had a home loan back in India. I used to pay my installments every month. I was getting a decent income back in India, and I was independent, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when I moved in with him, I suddenly became dependent, and all the burden of all these paying installments, everything went on my husband.
Okay.
So I really wanted something to do of my own, right? I wanted my own career, and that's when I started looking. And especially in Germany, I didn't know German,
Oh
so
yeah.
it was very difficult for me to even get into an interview or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
and another thing was, when I quit my job here, I really didn't want to go back to IT job again. It was very hectic for me, and I really thought of starting something from scratch, a new career from scratch, maybe a pastry chef or something like that. That was my
Okay.
thing. But then, like, because of all these installments, everything, that burden that I have, I thought, okay, let me go back to IT job. But again, the interview and everything, that was difficult. So that's
Mm-hmm.
when I started looking for something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the main reason for me was to get financial independence. Like, I wanted to have my own career.
I agree.
Then when I got added to our community, like when I started exploring about this business, and when I got added to the community, I saw many people doing this business so well, immigrants, right? And they had gone back to their home country. And so my goal when I started this business was also to go back to India, come back to India, stay close to my aging parents, and that's been possible now.
Yeah, that's great. And I totally relate to you because before moving to UK, we were living in Poland for 2 years, and
Mm.
I'm pharmacist, so I was working inside us in Ahmedabad,
Mm.
and I
Okay.
had a great experience with different areas of the pharmaceutical company. But being an immigrant in a different country, specifically European country, right? It's really difficult to find a job which is related to your field. So I was facing the
Yeah.
same issue for 2 years, and eventually we decided to move to the another country, and we landed into the UK. So I know the real
Oh, okay.
struggle when you are looking for a job and you are just trying to apply at different places and you are just not getting a chance to go for an interview or anything else just because of the language. It's a real issue for
Correct.
immigrants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. for explaining this to us. Could you please let us know that how did you come across this business opportunity? Like, what was your approach, or what were you looking for at that time?
Yeah, like I said, I was actually like since as I told you, I was looking to get into interview, but it was not possible. So I thought of starting something at least on the side, like part time, something like that. So I started looking in the like searching in the
Mhm.
internet to find something that I can do from home at least, to
Yeah.
at least contribute something to my family, right? Like that's when I found a post about this business on Facebook, and I tried exploring more. I just contacted the person who had posted about it, and I watched the free workshop. So after watching the workshop, I had questions for sure, but
Yeah,
I
definitely.
also had a mindset to start my own business from a very young age, Kairi. Like I really wanted to start a business of my own, but the main thing that was stopping me from starting a business was the investment part.
Mhm.
Not everybody has the kind of investment you need to start any business, so that
Yeah.
was the main thing stopping me. But when I came across this business opportunity, it was actually it attracted, the main thing that attracted me was I didn't need any experience to start
Mhm.
this. I didn't have any experience in digital marketing or anything like that,
Yeah.
and a very very minimal investment when compared to starting any other business. So I didn't have a lot of questions. I just followed the steps, and I think I tell this to people now also, like if you follow the steps properly, you'll get answers to all your questions. So I don't think there's
Yeah.
any room for being skeptic, always, right? Like you'll get all the
That's true.
answers. So I really I just jumped in.
That's true. Yesterday only I was talking to one of my lead, and I was telling her the same thing, that we all came from the same background and with the same mindset, and we were skeptical
Yeah,
at the beginning, but we have a steps in process. The process is there, right, to follow. So if we follow the same process
yeah,
every time with everyone, we will definitely get to know about the business in detail, because we can't let people know every time in detail, because it's a time consuming to
same
type or talk over the call,
thing.
right? So there
Correct.
are a few steps to follow for everyone, to just watch the webinar and join
Yeah.
the community and explore the business by yourself.
Yeah, this business is for people who really are willing to learn, and who are willing to follow the steps, right? There are
Yeah,
many people, they just come and why don't you tell everything to me in a message,
yeah,
right? No, we can't, because it takes us together for us to explain. We can't just explain it in 2 minutes or two
yeah,
sentences. That's why we have the process, and if you're really willing to follow the process, you'll get all the information. There is nothing
yeah,
hidden. We don't scam people here. I've been doing this business for 5 years now. If
yeah,
that was the case, I wouldn't stay in this business for this much long, right? Like, and letting go of my IT job, which pays me very well, I wouldn't leave that and do something which is not genuine. So it's a very genuine business. It's just that people should follow the steps to understand the process. That's all.
yeah. It's the same thing. Like when you want to learn something, you have to follow the guideline. You have to follow the steps. So if there are people who are
Correct.
not ready to follow the steps, we can't do much about it.
About it, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I know that you said that you were skeptical at the beginning. So what did you do to overcome it? What were your questions, and what was your approach with your mentor?
um yeah, when I joined, like when I watched the workshop, and I had a few questions, but again, the workshop will tell us the next step anyway. We'll have to sign up, and then we'll have to soon after we sign up, we'll be added to a community of like almost like 2 lakh people now in the business, right? In our
Mhm.
community.
Yeah,
So um, I was added to that community, and I had questions. I had a coaching call with my coach. Like soon after we sign up, we'll also have access to the coaching call, so we can book the coaching call, and you can ask all your questions and get all your questions answered. So I was not very skeptic. As per Kerry, like I was really, really motivated when I was added to the community. I really wanted to start this business as soon
okay.
as possible. That was my mindset. I didn't, but many people, they have questions like, "Is this true or is it genuine?" I'm glad, and I'm thankful that I didn't have that kind of mindset when I came in. But it's not wrong to have that kind of mindset. Like not everybody can believe everything online.
Yeah,
That's also true. So it's up to us to do our due diligence and learn and explore more and see if it is true or not. So I took the responsibility of exploring everything about the business. I had 30 days time. After I signed up, I had 30 days time to explore everything about the business. I got to know about the company, the product, everything, right? How I get paid and what is my real exact role in the business. So I understood everything. I had a coaching call with my coach and got all my questions answered. That's how I overcame all my questions. So after the coaching call, I just started the business. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree when you say that people feel skeptical because everyone is having a different experience in their life and they might get scammed or they might have that experience that someone would have scammed them, right? So being
Correct.
skeptical is totally okay, but it shouldn't stop you to grow further. So yeah, do your due diligence if you want to start something else or this
Yeah,
opportunity.
there are many people who have come in, like who have signed up and had a coaching call with me, who told that I had already tried one or two businesses before, but it didn't work. But I still tried, and I really feel proud about them because they didn't stop there, right? Like at least
Yeah,
they explored and they found a good one for themselves now, right? Like if you stop exploring, thinking everything out there is scam, then you will not be able to find the right one, right? So you have to explore, you have to do your, like you have to check everything about the business and then start. That's our responsibility.
that's true. Okay, so my last question is if you would have to describe this business with just a single word, what it would be?
um, for me it's, I can say it's life changing,
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
sure, because I can never imagine going back to my IT industry or like working at a job again. Okay, like it's completely changed for me. Now my mindset is completely different. Like if I get some income from the business, I think of investing it on something. I don't think of saving it for my future, right? Like I want to invest it on something where I can get some returns. So before it was not like that. I was always thinking of saving the money. Like I should have this much amount in my account so that it can help me in future. I don't know how it would help. I never thought of that.
Yeah,
Now I think like whatever small amount I have, I try to invest it. Like I have to get some returns out of it, because the money that is sitting in your account is going to be less. The value of that money will be lowered after some years, right? So
yeah,
$5,000 you keep in your account now, after 10 years or 5 years, it will not have the, like whatever you get for 5,000 now, you don't get it after 5 years. So you have to invest it on something, and you have to be like wisely invest it so that you can get more in the next 5 years, maybe, right?
yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. So my for me, it's completely life changing. Right?
I loved
Especially
your answer. I loved it. Thank you so much.
mainly because I was able to come back to India and stay close to my parents. That's a blessing for me. Like many people want that, but they can't, right? Like even I wouldn't be able to do it because I would have to stay abroad. But I think it's a blessing for me to be able to come back and stay and be available for my parents whenever they want me.
That's
So that's
true.
another thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. When
yeah,
you say that there would be so many people who are wishing to go back to India, but they can't. That there might be some
yeah.
reasons, like they might have some loans on their head that they, when they move to the different country or they have some their responsibility towards their family that they are holding them back into the another country
Correct.
and they are just wishing to go back to the India. I totally agree with
Yeah,
you because right now I have been seeing a lots of posts that people are wanting to go back from the immigrant country and they have so many stuff going on at the same time and they just have to stay there.
yeah, yeah. I understand.
Thank you so much, Sagar, for your time. I really loved talking to you over here.
Same
It was
here.
a nice time. So, thank you everyone for watching us, who are watching us live or gonna watch the replay. We have our
Yeah,
system in place and we do have an automated system that works for us like 24/7, and we do have a large community where you will get all the help that you need to start a business. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or to the Kavya, and we would love to help you to start a business. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.
bye bye.
Bye.